They go back to the air here after the INT. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second down now after the pass completion. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he returns it here to his own.
Hey,
18-yard line.
that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby. High five. Let's go. Hey, watch 13. Watch 13. Single receiver.
The first down throw for Winston. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Let's go now.
Play fake. Winston in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
My 50. Easy. Check 50.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready? Hey. We got 3. He's coming.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Watch 85, ball's going 85. Watch 85. All right, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Check 25, check 25. Flip it, flip it, check 26, check 26.
First down, Winston. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Now let's go! Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. In the red zone this time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Tight right. Ready. Easy. Hey, watch the edge. Flip it. Shit.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their big tight end with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Ready. Kill.
Winston to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him. Watch him. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Target.
So now 13 yards to go. Second and 13 after the penalty marker thrown. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 62 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. On 1st and 10, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tight ends left. Easy. Jam him.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there, 78 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Saints. 58 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Watch twist. Watch twist. Flip it, flip it. Check, check, check. Sonic. Check, 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 check.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Ready.
4th down, Winston. He's got Evans. 27 yards on the gain there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from the 20. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Stop right there. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Tight right. Tight dog. No. Kill.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No. 49, check 49.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Ready? Blue ready. 53, Mike. It's a party now. Easy. Check 43.
Second down, Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Tight right. Four down. Flip it. Try to kill. Turn it up. Easy. Back. Let's go now.
On third down, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyler Davison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Isaiah Crowell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it up past the 25. to the 26-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the twist.
Now Winston on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be brought down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run.
Tight right.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down. Ready. Blue 80. Flip it. Check your hot read. Ready. Blue 80. 53's the mic. 53. Check. Sonic. Check 90. Ready. Blue 80.
They come out here in the eye.
My 50. Let's go. Easy. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Flip it. Sonic. Check 9.
Winston here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. short kick. It's taken at the 23. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll toss it to Crowell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Let me go.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get this one. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Jameis to throw it. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out.